Welcome to another Rapid Live interview, and today we're talking to Don Jones of Caterpillar. I'm Bill Koenig with Manufacturing Engineering, which is published by SME. Don, just to kind of ease into things, what are your responsibilities at Caterpillar, and how long have you been with the company?
Great. Well, thanks. It's great to be here, and really excited to participate in the show this week. So, I've been at CAT 26 years and heavily involved in logistics on our 3PL business that we had, and information technology and supply chain. Until recently, I managed our global supply-based performance, quality, and packaging for our aftermarket business. And a few months ago, I was asked to work with our global team to look at the strategy on how we were going to transform what is currently best-in-class performance in our industry for supporting our parts business. Where's it going to go between now and the next 5 to 10 years? So we spent a lot of time looking at how different process changes, different technologies are going to allow us to support our customers even better than we do today around the world with less inventory. And 3D and additive technologies are going to be a key part of that.
So you're looking at 3D as, I think this came up at the panel you were on Monday. 3D can play a role in logistics in that you can print parts at basically where they're going to be used, as opposed to making them at a distant place and trying to ship them. Just what are some of the issues that you're looking at in that regard?
Yeah, absolutely. I mentioned in the keynote panel that we have about 1 million active part numbers in our aftermarket that support our machines and engines, all in virtually every country in the world except where we're prohibited from doing business. And the Caterpillar products have a very long life cycle. They get rebuilt 2 or 3 times over their life in many cases. So we stock that inventory to make sure that customers have the parts they need through our distribution centers and all of our 2,000 dealer locations. We both stock inventory to make sure customers can get parts. The breadth of our product line, though, means that a lot of those parts move slowly. Maybe they're for a 20-year-old machine, we may sell 2 of those a month or 1 a month on the entire planet. So trying to decide where to put those parts is very complicated and can be costly. So we think 3D technology for plastics and metals will allow us to print on demand and carry a even wider variety of parts much closer to our customers, and give them the ability to get machines up and running faster, and allow us to return better returns to our shareholders by not having so much inventory tied up in capital type and inventory.
Caterpillar, of course, makes really large equipment, earth movers, these huge trucks, for hauling, at construction sites. And you mentioned a lot of your equipment gets rebuilt 2 or 3 times over its life cycle. I imagine in a lot of cases, customers have really, not recent models where it's really hard to get the spare parts or just to have them available.
Right.
Is that some of the factors you're looking at?
Yeah, exactly right. So some of the equipment uses parts very frequently on wear equipment. For example, teeth that are cutting into rock on a loader or something, and other parts, have 10,000 or 20,000 hours before they fail. And the thing that's complex about our business is those products are used in different parts of the world and they fail differently. So if they're in Siberia, they'll fail differently than if on the equator, sand versus in mud. So it's a very complex process to stock the right inventory in the right places, and we do a good job of that. Like I mentioned in the keynote, if you have a $6 million dump truck, it can fail for a $10 part or a $500,000 engine, but it's still down. So we need to make sure we stock those parts at our dealers and in our distribution centers that feed those dealers all over the planet. But the availability when the customer wants it is what matters to keep the uptime on that machine. So today we may fly a part in from somewhere else in the world if we have it. Obviously that delays the return of the machine to uptime. And it's expensive, and it uses a lot of greenhouse gas and cost to air freight material in. So 3D technology will let us print very close to the customer, get the machine up and running, avoid expensive transportation and air freight, and it's more sustainable for the planet because we're not flying parts.
Interesting. What do you see, going out 5-10 years? It's a very dynamic, changing industry, of course, but at least from Caterpillar's perspective, what are the things you're looking at?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm smart enough to figure out 5 or 10 years from now this is moving so quickly, but we see really two huge benefits for Caterpillar and our customers. One is to design new products using 3D technology. So design a part in one piece instead of 10 pieces, for example. New methods to use materials we can't use today. So the engineering side of making our products better, lighter, less complex is key to us, and we have a lot of traction in that space. The second piece is this aftermarket space where we can use our capital to do other things besides stocking so many slow-moving parts. So in 5 years, I'd like to see that we have the ability to print parts all over the world. There's a supply chain there and a set of standards and intellectual property concerns that we have to work through with industry and academia and the governments of the different parts of the world. But if we can figure out how to do that, that'll be a pretty big move forward the next 5 years.
Okay. Well, listen, thanks, John, for your time. Appreciate it. And thanks for coming to Rapid Plus TCT. And I'm Bill Koenig, and this has been another Rapid Live interview. Thank you.
Thanks.